what it is, man. This is the Green Room. ED and Mr. Gemini on the mic in a warm-up to a show about nothing.
Hey, fam. Welcome back to another episode of Green Room.
Dude, get off my Kool-Aid, you tubby bitch. Yo, that's my shit.
You want to mess with me?
Dude, that's my shit. Why you gotta be jocking my style?
It's our shit, man.
No, it's my shit. You gotta get your own shit.
That.
No, fuck that shit. Get off my Kool-Aid. That's not cool, bro.
So, yeah, this is the Green Room, or Green Room.
Dude, that's what I fuck my shit up.
Yeah. Anyway.
You haven't even started your swords yet, bro.
Nah, that's going to smooth me out, I think. But I'm bummed. Anyhow, yeah, so Mr. Gemini.
Oh, yeah, Philly D.
Clickety clack, a fact check in the JD.
And this is the warm-up to the show about everything?
This is not the show you were looking for.
Well, we hope so one day. I don't know. But,
yeah, dude, introduce our guy.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have thinking about, fuck, yeah, we got a guy with us right now. Shit, I forgot.
Well, you got a podcast of your own. Harry's Drinking Again.
Yes. Harris is Drinking Again podcast on YouTube, Twitch, Podbean, soon to be on Spotify and Apple and elsewhere. But yes, I go by Harry Too Scary, aka Mr. Harris, and I'm the host of my podcast. And really, it's a loose, free-form show. It started as an inside joke. My best friend Mike Zemmel, shout out to him. He used to call me Harry as a kid. Harry, and I used to fucking hate that shit. I used to be like, dude, I'm not a Harry, but I used to drink, get off the sauce. Shout out to High West Whiskey. Sipping some local bourbon right now.
Oh,
but every time they couldn't find me or
we're drinking local beers, so that's dope.
Like, where the hell, where's Harris? And then Mikey or someone would say, Harry's Drinking Again. and so I basically took that and ran with it, flipped it on his ass, and I just made something out of it, man. So Harry's Drinking Again, and we just have a co-host, and we just get together every Thursday night, and we have drinks and talk shit, and like you said, man, about anything and everything.
Dude, that's hot shit, bro. And it's the reason why we laughed when you said it was a joke is because, so two things behind him and I is, all right, one, I was harassing him for like 2 years to get on the mic with me.
1.5, 2, whatever.
Well, then he finally was just like, fine, bro, I'm tired of this shit. He's like, get some microphones and a recorder. And I was like, all right, fine. So I showed up like 2 weeks later. I'm just like, boom, here you go, bro.
I was just like, don't talk about it, be about it. I mean, if you...
Yeah, right.
And he totally called my bluff.
Yeah, and then he was just like, well, fuck. But then the second joke is the reason why we call the other show I'm Telling You is because him and I, we always listen to, we love Beastie Boys and, pretty much like a lot of your East Coast hip hop and shit. And in one of the tracks on Beastie Boys Intergalactic, you get Biz Markie in the studio with him, like wasted off his ass, and he's doing his own verse. And then he's like, at the end of it, he's like, yo, I'm telling you with the echo. I'm telling you. So that kind of became him and I, like that was our joke to each other is we're always just like, yo, I'm telling you. And then it was just like
super educated.
I'm smarter than Spock. Yeah. But that was the thing is like when it came time to naming the show, I was just like, bro, it's fucking I'm telling you. And he's like, fuck yeah, I'm telling you. And it's just like we got to do this. So yeah, no, it's funny how that kind of shit works, right?
Yeah, it makes for the best and the most natural. When I was going through podcasts, what the hell, I want a podcast. What the hell am I going to name it? But my co-host is the one. He said, he's like, don't do the Harry. He's like, Harris is Drinking Again. He texted to me, and I'm looking, and I'm like, it's 5 words, like Harris is Drinking Again. It's like a long, and I'm like, that fucking sucks, bro. Like it sounds like shit. And it grew on me after a few days, and I was like, Harris is Drinking Again. Harris is Drinking Again. And here we are, man, going on my second year of podcasting.
Oh, you mean like starting your second year or like finishing your second year?
Well, yeah, ending the first, starting the second. I started my YouTube channel January 3rd of this year. So
Oh, dope, bro.
Okay.
That's what's up,
Next
man.
year gonna be year 2, man. So
Good for you, bro. Good for you. Yeah, no, we're actually just finishing up our second year. So
we didn't really so much as build a concept around a podcast as just kind of put a podcast on a concept. Like, so this was something that was always going on, and it was just conversation for us. You know, like we want to have people on and like meet new people now, but it like people keep throwing around the word interview, and I'm like, it just doesn't feel right to me.
yeah, we don't interview shit here.
We don't really do that. So, and especially in the green room, it's just kind of a warm up, get to know you.
Yeah, pretty much. This is because I mean that's exactly what the green room is about. Is I mean it's literally that. It's us in the back room just chilling. You know, we can drink, not drink. You know, tell stories. It's all that shit before we have to get like structured, and it's like, oh well, we only have so much time, and we got to make sure we get everybody like named, and you know, because I mean we rebroadcast the main show on a radio network too. So we do the actual setup for that, like the whole structure is based around us as like, you know, a radio show. So I mean, you know, when we get into it, like, you know, at the end of the day, we really do sound like a radio show, but that's because we've been, you know, geared towards that kind of perception for fucking
Just
year and a
trying
half
to get
now.
used to filling the air with something.
Yeah, like no
Because
dead
there is no
air. You
camera.
always gotta like, yeah, there is. You always gotta paint the word picture because there's
So
just
a couple times you would say something to me and I just get silent because I'm thinking. And it's like, bro, you can't do that.
fucking like crickets are in the background, and I'm like, we can't have dead air, bro. We gotta fix
you know,
that
I'm
shit.
working on a year in review clip of all the shows that we've done the first year.
Oh,
And I'm
it's
trying
dope.
to start from 1 to we're gonna be on 48 tomorrow. You guys are gonna be our 48th episode, and
Yeah, that's a cut of 3, homie.
Right.
and I'm listening to, I'm editing the first, the second, but I'm like, dude, we suck fucking balls the first 10 episodes. It's like, it's so bad that even the first episode,
Shit,
I
the
didn't
first 10 didn't even get.
my dumb ass didn't even know the very first episode. We're sitting here going, I'm seeing my screen, I'm hearing my co-host, and I'm live streaming it on YouTube, but for whatever button I didn't press, it's completely silent and blank. And so you don't even hear the audio until 45 minutes in. It was a shit show, man. It was like that the first, month and a half. Man.
Well,
Bro, you're gonna have that shit,
It's
man.
growing pains, you know?
Yeah, no. Like we had a guest on, and we're running through, Facebook Messenger or whatever, because that's what we were doing first. And we can see on our side and on JD's side, like we have everybody in picture. And all he was seeing was just her, and he's hearing us talking, and he's like, yeah, I can't even. And we were chatting for like 20, almost 30 minutes, and we had no clue he couldn't see the rest of us because he never said nothing. And we didn't even think to be like, hey, bro, can you see us? Because we've never had that issue before. So it was just like, oh, fuck. My bad, bro.
You gotta get
Shit
that
happens,
stuff out
but
of
you
the way
learn.
first.
And then, so now when we pop on, it's just like, hey, you can see everybody. Yeah, we can all hear each other. All right, cool.
Well, like that's when you chimed in. You were like, you should be seeing like all of us all at the same time right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, that's a problem.
Well, yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, and this is like, I was like, by the way, let me introduce my man, Mr. Gemini, on over here, and he's like, all I see is the lady. We're like, oh,
yeah.
that's a problem. But yeah, and all we did was just like kill the call and start it back up, and it was just like everybody's there. It's like, all right, I don't know why you couldn't see us, but we all saw each other. That was weird.
Yeah.
Shit happens, man.
Yeah, streaming's still not perfected yet either. I know when I did another gentleman's show, Brian Beeline, I was coming in perfect, but he was sounding echoed to me, but he was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good, bro." And but the post when it came out, he almost didn't want to put out the show because he's like, "Damn," he's like, "I did sound echoey." And I was like, but on his end, he was good. I was good.
That sucks
But
to find out post production, like,
Shit, bro.
now what?
Dude, yeah,
We had a couple. It's like, man, I really wish we could have aired that conversation, but
oh yeah, no, there was
quality just sucks.
Yeah, we had there was one specific episode, and you referenced it earlier. It's like we recorded a fucking refrigerator.
Yeah.
And it was literally well, and it was all right. So we had different arms for our mics. They were just the metal cage with the springs on them, which normally is like, hey, okay, everything's cool with that. But because we're in a garage as our alternate studio spot, which is like already super echoey because it's nothing but fucking exposed beams and concrete and cars and shit. And, you know, you can, the tone of the refrigerator running, while the volume wasn't loud, what it did was it came in on the room resonance. So in like when I actually went to listen to the episode on the back half, there's this hum that I cannot fucking get rid of. Like, dude, I was dropping frequency on that as much as I could, and the spot that it was sitting on was pretty much killing our tone, and it made us sound like, you know, absolute trash. And I'm just like, I can't put this I can't fix this shit. I literally can't fix this. And it was because we had shitty arms and a fucking refrigerator running in the background that you couldn't even hear on the recording to begin with, but it added to the fucking room resonance, and it's just like, son of a bitch. Yeah, it's fucked, man. I mean, shit happens, bro. But, you know, that was us like, fuck, I don't know, like 3 months into it or some shit. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Now the main issue I have is, you know, because I do the lives every Thursday, and that's our main dish of the show, the TNR, Thursday Night Rants. You know, I'm all good over here. I got good Wi-Fi, everything, but sometimes, whether we have a storm, you know, I notice even my stream will drop in and out, or I'll be talking, everything's good, and then the guest is like, oh, you froze. They're like, no, I didn't. You know, or the other people that come on, their service is really shitty. But, you know, I'm not sure how that's going to translate over when I put it on Spotify and this and that. I mean, I might have to go more this format to you know, complete some of the audio requirements or whatever. But, you know, it's just something we got to work with for now. Well, when I'm doing the clips, though, I like to gather those, you know, even if it's a shitty connection down the road, it's like maybe we got these jewels right here. So, you know, you can still clip them, make shorts and stuff.
Bro, so that's the exact same thing in the recording entertainment aspect of the industries, where whether it's you know, film or audio only, that's the reason why they keep what they say the reels running. It's literally the tape reels are continuing to roll, because it's like, holy shit, we might actually catch something that while our program was set to like structured out like, hey, we're going to do this and we're recording that and this is what we need to do. All of a sudden you get this weird little like, you know, minute and a half in between of this interaction. You're just like, holy fuck, that's the gold right there. So that's a lot of the times they leave the reel running because it's like they want to capture that shit because that's a lot more raw and honest. And I mean, that's kind of like the point of what we do is that's why we don't edit. That's why we don't, you know, cut down. I mean, we just started doing video and we're going to make shorts and stuff like that, but we don't alter what the conversation is.
We don't edit. We don't.
Yeah, we don't like, you know, snip stuff together to make it sound something completely different, as well as even though we give you the shorts, we still give you the full unedited, uncut. And it's just like, here you go. So it's like, you know, if you really enjoyed that little, you know, 3-5 minute conversation, you fucking check out the whole episode. Like that shit's dope, you know? But I mean, that's just, I don't know. I mean, that's where we're at on it at this point.
Well, and that's all new territory for us too, just making videos. So,
I mean, it is for you guys.
No, but I mean, I have a feeling that's going to have a different type of reaction, especially now that you have the shorts running, you know?
Yeah. Well, and cause I mean, so like I've seen with you is, you've had a few like live streams, you know, the full 3-hour set, and it gets like fucking nothing. But then you chop out like 3 or 4 different segments from that, and all of those Johns get fucking hammered hard. So it's just like, you know, so I mean, you were the confirmation to me. It's like, dude, bro, 1, we need to be doing video, but 2, we got to chop that shit down, which is I've been saying that for a fucking while now, but I finally got, you know, them to pull the trigger on it. It's dope. So I mean, you were kind of like the influence on us on that. So thanks, bro.
Hey, good looking, man. Appreciate it. Because we do such a long form, you know, only your diehard fucking. I got a couple of people that might sit there and listen to the 3 and 4 hours, but my thing was, and I kind of held back because I got so behind. My last clip I put out was the episode 30, but so every, you know, clip, every 4-hour live stream, you know, I would take that and I would just chop up. But with that one, I wanted to make it interesting, so I might take something crazy that Gemini said, and then cut to something that my co-host said, and and add music behind it, and just made it a fiasco. Not to misconstrue the conversation, but as a clip, like, yo, this is just like what happened.
Jazz it up.
Yeah, this is what happened during the show, and it just all the random words, and
you're not trying to skew the perception. You're trying to make like a mashup or a collage where it's just like, hey, it went from here to fucking here, bro, and this is just quick little 30-second blink. It's a dope trailer at that point. You take all the hot spots and just like I get that, brother.
And some will be at the back and the front. I just mix it, I do most of my editing through Final Cut Pro, and then I just add the filters and a few little splices and shit like that, and they came out pretty cool.
So, yo, bro, check this out. I don't even actually use a true video editing program. I have FL Studios because I'm a music producer on the side. Like, I make beats and shit. But there's a video editing component that's actually built more around the music. But so I import my videos into one program, basically do a one-shot cut where I like preset everything in there, and then I load it into the other program where I put the better audio on it, and then I start to trigger all the effects and everything on it. So it's like I have to do multiple steps just to get to me actually trying to do like a final cut on it. So I mean, I'm doing some dope shit without any actual video editing software. It's pretty hot because I don't want to fucking pay for that shit. Bro, hey, man, the way I was raised, you don't fucking pay for shit unless you have to.
Enhance.
And even then, you're still, fucking enhance. You're damn right. Dude, yeah, no, I grew up ghetto as fuck, bro. Like, I mean, you're out in Utah, right?
Yeah, I was raised I'm born in Las Vegas, raised in Nevada throughout my life. But I've been in Utah the last about 5-6 years.
Okay.
But I grew up, in Nevada, man, in the trailer parks and, 1 and 2 bedroom apartment complexes, just basic living, you know what I mean? So I definitely know about some, rough living and, all that shit.
If it's free, it's for me, right?
All that shit, man, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, man, see, this is what cracks me up. Like, so I'm a beer sales rep as like one of my main gigs. And I go out and I give samplings and shit, which means I'm literally offering people free fucking beer. And not just like, flavor. It's like, dude, when I show up, I have like anywhere from like 5 to 12 different flavors. And I'm like, yo, free beer. And they're like, nah, I don't drink. And it's like, motherfucker, you in a beer store right now, bitch. Fucking tell me you don't drink. Oh, no, I'm buying this for somebody else. And motherfucker, dude, and like, so yeah, dude, it cracks me up because my upbringing was like, you go to somebody else's house and they're just like, oh, hey, I only have bread to offer you. You fucking say thank you for that bread. You eat that piece of bread. You smile and you know what I mean? It's like, it's all respect. I mean, dude, these fucking people out today are like privileged as fuck.
So you're offering people bread? Is that what you're saying?
Yo, I'm offering a sacrament in a sense. We breaking bread.
Liquid bread. I mean, technically, this is liquid source.
Look,
there's vitamins. There's vitamins in that can.
Yo, there was vitamin B in fucking beer. We have proven this,
man.
Yeah, JD,
like a bunch of the B's and stuff.
Mind you got to drink like 60 lagers, but
yeah, you got to drink a lot. But it's still a supplemental.
Bullshit, dude. You got like 6,000 calories of beer to just get your fucking vitamin B in.
Right. Well, vitamin B, you're talking about barley, right? Yeah, that works. Vitamin barley.
Well, so you can ask JD on this, but yeah, I think it was like
there was it was
B6,
like B6,
B12, yeah, but you also get like some niacin and a bunch of other shit, and
isn't niacin
Nahinajad?
Riboflavin?
Dude, Samir Nahinajad. I don't understand why it's that hard to say.
Nahinajad.
Did you ever see the movie Office Space?
Back in the day, long time ago.
Is your name really
Michael
Bolton?
Yeah, but there was the one dude was I think like Pakistani or he's Mideastern.
Samir?
Yeah, his name was Samir Nahinajad. And like everybody, like when they go to say his name, they're just like, nah. He's like Nahin Najat. It's dude, Nahina Najat. How hard is it to say that shit? And it's just like, but they also make the joke of that because there's a scene where you get the consultants, air quotes, the consultants that come in, the efficiency experts. John C. McGinley is the one actor. I forget the other guy's name. But they're sitting there and they're doing the same thing and they're trying to pronounce his name. They're like, nah, not gonna work here anymore. And they like throw his file off to the side and it's just like, ouch, bro.
Yeah, and then we found this guy, but then we found out he's not even employed here anymore.
Oh, I don't think he's getting the reference.
That's all right.
So on your vitamins in your beer.
Yeah, see what I say, man. This chick just looked shit up for us.
It contains large amounts of vitamin B, particularly in high concentrations of B3, B6, B9, and
3, 6, and 9.
You sunk my battle chip.
3, 6, and 9, bro.
It has higher concentration of the complex B vitamins. So 1 can of beer contains about 12.6% of your daily vitamin.
That's
B6.
actually not, and this beer probably even more though, because it's taller and it's got more stuff in it.
It's a 9.6. Sounded like a garbage truck going over a cliff.
Every time.
Dude, sorry, bro. We get tangented on doing movie quotes so fucking hard.
70% of the time.
So, dude, we talking to the mic, motherfucker.
Jesus this mic right
Christ.
Here. All right.
But yeah, no, dude, it's to the point now we've joked multiple times that people outside, like our listeners, have developed a drinking game surrounded around the idea of every time we do a quote, there's like shot, and they like fucking pound one back. And while we do not condone this action,
no, it's more like a daydream. I just think it's
ITY Studios does not confirm nor deny the.
I think I just said it one night. I was like, make us into a drinking game. Who knows? It could be fun.
I'm pretty sure we are a drinking game at this point.
Maybe.
There might be like 5 people that are doing it, but hey, there's fucking 5 people.
I don't want to see the
listening.
stats. I just want to live the dream right now.
But yeah, no, you were saying earlier, and this was so back in the day, Gemini used to him and I, we used to joke where it was like when we first started, it was like, dude, if 5 fucking people are listening right now, which I was like, bro, I was like, that's you and me. And, so, I mean, while we were joking about it, just like you were talking about how you're like, you have that dedicated core, because we originally never used to have a time limit on what we did. We would run until the conversation basically ran itself out, or one of us was just like, yo, time, I gotta tap. I either gotta take pee break, or, this is getting too personal. And so, I mean, that's why we're kind of excited to do your show tomorrow, is because it's like,
kind of old school.
Dude, it's old school for us, where it's just like, fucking press record and start running.
So literally, we would get together to have a conversation, have a beer, hang out. There was really no other plan other than that, and
it was bro date.
It was an ancillary benefit to add some kind of recording device, and it
was for me.
That's kind of the way we approached it. Like,
it was a fucking burden to you. You were like, "Fuck, I gotta do this shit."
When we first got into this,
say us, liar.
We would just talk until we got sick of talking, and we were too tired to go on anymore, and then we'd just hit stop.
Or one of, like literally it was like one of us has to fucking tap out. I gotta pee, bro. And it's like, fuck it. All right, we just lost mojo.
Good night.
Stop. That's the end of the first show. Let's start the next one.
That's a lot how me and my co-hosts, started. We'd have so many conversations, and it got to the point where it's like, bro, like, I don't want to fucking talk to your ass. Like, we've been on the phone for 2 hours, man. Can't we, like, we need to turn this into a business, or we need to turn this into a podcast, man. It's like, why am I going to waste my time on the phone day in, day out talking to your ass when, we could, preview this conversation to the world, maybe grow something out of it.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is like, in the beginning, we were trying to express this to, the few people that were listening. This motherfucker would call me to have like, a 5-minute conversation, just like, oh, bro, I had this question. And next thing you know, him and I are on the phone for a fucking hour, just bullshit with each other. This is the running joke with this show is we fucking do this regardless. It's the simple fact that we just now literally press a record button. So, whether people are listening or not, him and I are still going to fucking hang out. We're still going to have these fucking conversations. We still want to have other people come in and talk with us. Like, dude, having the mics is, we don't fucking care. Like it's ancillary. It really is. All of a sudden, it's just like, holy fuck, this is dope. And you know what? We should let other people know about
We
this.
had like 2.5 hour shows. We had like 1 hour, 45-minute shows.
We've had like 40-minute shows.
And I was like,
only like one
nights when I just look at you and I'm like, should we just stop? I mean, because like it's freaking late, man.
Yeah, we definitely had some of those moments where, like, I can for sure episode our 25th TNR 025 was just fucking shitty, low energy, and sometimes I can feel how the week or the day's going if I'm pumped up or not, and I just felt low energy that day, and it seems like every 10 episodes, we almost take a step back. Where it's just like we go, I don't even want to listen to it. It's just horrible. But then we come back with a little bit of more fire and we learn from that sometimes. So, we still got those little moments.
Dude, bro, I completely identify that because here's the thing with him and I is, again, going back to the fact that I'm like an AV nerd. Yeah, hard as fucking shit. Like, dude, I am so hard on my, audio engineering aspect where it's like, I know I can make this quality and I got to fucking aim for it. There's so many times where it was just like the conversation was off the fucking hook and I'm just like pissed off and he's just like looking at me like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, it's just,
I can't use this.
I can't work with this.
This quality is just, oh yeah, no, dude, literally. Yeah, no, because dude, and that's the thing, going back to the previous with the fucking refrigerator, the conversation, dude, because the conversation was fucking insane. Like and I was like, and I cannot fucking produce this shit. I was pissed.
Can't stand behind this.
And that's literally it. I couldn't stand behind it. So I
would be like that secret tape release though. That's,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? You save that for later.
But so here, the thing that I've always said about us is, here's the deal is, the conversation can be, fucking a 9 or a 10 or a 6 or a 4 or no matter what, we're always going to be polite, courteous, respectful. So we're going to have our core components coming across. 2, I'm always going to engineer a proper audio output. So even if the actual conversation, is that fucking 2, at least everything else around it is fucking 9 or 10. So it's like, the conversation, it was chill. It was a nice lo-fi Monday. There was like rain. You know what I mean? You can perceive it as still a good audio product. It just might be a little lackluster quality-wise as far as content that we're talking about. But it's going to sound fucking good. It's going to be clean and clear, and you're going to be able to hear you know what I mean? Like, so.
See, I want people to write into our show saying stuff like, yo, I don't know how you went from your favorite peanut butter to Nazis that got relocated in Argentina. How does that happen?
I think that conversation happened.
Yeah. No, we could relate there. We get off on a lot of tangents. We talk a lot. We'll be on like some science, maybe, talking or crypto or something. And then somehow it goes into like shaving our ass hair or fucking male and female hygiene, and then actually describing like, well, I shave my balls like this, and well, I grab my scrotum, and I shave downwards, I shave upward. It's like this weird. Like, bro, why are we talking about ass hair and like menstruation?
If you want close, you got to go against the grain. If you want comfort without any like irritation, you got to go. Dude, no, yeah. So we actually have like a shit ton of quotes because we quote ourselves at this fucking point because
we make up our own words, like
but so have you ever seen the movie Super Troopers?
Yeah.
So how in the beginning where they're the fucking car of the 3 stoners gets pulled over and they're like, we're already pulled over, we can't pull over any further. our running joke is the same thing, except like you just said,
I've already
tangented. It's like, dude, I've already tangented. I can't tangent any further. Dude, we tangent so fucking hard. We took a left at Albuquerque and then another one at like you do. It's non fucking stop. So yeah,
I think that's going to be a
that
perfect
shit, bro.
mashup with us because like the Thursday night rants is what it is, and we're going to rant. Fuck it, we try to have some just for YouTube's sakes. I'll put something in the title, maybe have 3 topics and then but
bro, that's what I've been doing for like fucking a year and a half now. So yeah, man, it's good. That's a good choice, I think.
That's just to kind of get in the algorithm, and then if we get lost or even we might cover all 3, and then because we do like 3 hours in, and it's like okay now we've covered all that, and now it just goes completely left, and it's like it's a free for all. Free for all content.
Well, yeah, because I mean, so this guy over here has told me several times I make clickbait. And he says it in a frame of reference where it's like, oh, you're trying to be like fucking everybody else, and it's like, bro, I'm making click. Yes, you do. While I am making air quotes clickbait, it's not for. Bro, we've had this conversation, and yes, I am not projecting because what comes down to is I'm using terminology that's grabbing at the audience that's ideal for us. So like you were saying, it's like, hey, I'll put it out as this, that, and the other, and it might get overshot. Like nobody may even, I'm only going for what we're doing for that audience that we're looking for. I'm not going to change us from now to 6 years from now as our core. It might change, vernacular wise or, how we approach certain things, whether it's social media or video aspects.
There'll definitely be some more commercial aspect to it.
Well, correct. But however, the core of what we do, that shit is not going to fucking change. And I'm going to stay from day one till day whatever the fuck I'm in the ground. It's going to be in this fashion.
It's got to be genuine. It's got to be in the moment.
So just like you said, like, hey, this is, while I'm trying to stab at the algorithm because I'm trying to grab at an audience, but you're still staying true to who you are. So, bro, mad respects on that, man. Good, stay who you fucking are. The eventual will come. There is not an if; it's a when. You just have to stay true to who you are, keep your focus, and stay fucking moving. And that, that's it, bro.
Yeah, and I get what Gemini's saying about the clickbaiting, or the young kids call it clout chasing these days. Because as YouTubers, clout chasing, as YouTubers,
bro, this is how out of tune I am. I don't fucking know that shit.
Oh wow, yeah. So it's called clout. It's all about clout these days.
Oh yeah, no. I get the reference. I don't fucking know that shit.
But yeah, so we had a Mark Christopher Lawrence on the show.
Oh, dope. We got him in the works. How was he? Was he fucking dope?
He's a great interview, man. Wonderful guy. Gave a great interview and interesting perspective on life in the industry. It was really awesome. He was our main guest. I got word through one of my subscribers, one of my followers, this young kid, Little Kelpie. He's from California. He's like 19 years old. He's a white kid, but he's a proclaimed pimp. He was on Soft White Underbelly. The Mark Loyola, whatever, who interviews all the homeless people on Skid Row. This video had a couple million, views on it, and then he was on No Jumper. But anyway, that same night, somehow I managed to get him on my show just as this clip was going viral. And so we got him on, talked for about an hour and 20. And I got about 5 YouTube shorts. One of the shorts has like 16,000 views. And I got so much hate in comments just from me posting. People tell me, you're fucking, why are you showing this kid? You're a fraud, blah, blah, blah. Just, going left. And I said, abso-fucking-lutely. I said, man, I'm trying to get views off this shit, man. I said, I don't have no dog in the race. I'm not sitting here backing him, whether he's a pimp, not a pimp. I just let him come on the channel, tell his story. And thus far, I got the content. I'm sitting there, so I did a little bit, Little Kelpie talks about his experience on No Jumper and I put the podcast.
Oh yeah, dude, bro. I watched several because you made a couple of clips out of that. I watched them, bro.
That's
Stern. Again, you were an inspiration. Yeah, no, so here's the deal, bro. We literally just about a month ago got our first fucking hater. And dude, that's the thing is when you get a hater,
It wasn't all that.
but you
dude,
know,
fuck that shit. The literal fact comes down to is like, hey, you'll have plenty of people that are like, yo, you're the best. This is awesome. Da da da. Once you get your first fucking hater,
Yes.
that means you fucking made it, bro. You pushed a goddamn button, and people are livid about it. So, I mean, from what you were just saying, the thing that I got from you was you're perceiving things as I'm a part of the press. I'm here to give you an unbiased understanding. Here's the fucking information. It's up to you to decide what you do with it. And I think that's a great impartial place to come from. Especially if you're trying, which I feel you are, is to make that raw, organic understanding of like, dude, this is fucking what it is. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. This is fucking what it is. It's up to you to decide what you do with this shit, but here you go. Like, I'm not going to distort what you're doing. I'm just going to give you that information. Like, I'm just going to help you become a better person by here's more fucking shit to experience. It's up to you what you do with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I guess people were mad because for that month, and he still is, he recently just got beat up. He went back on the podcast that he went viral on and got beat up from one of the co-hosts, and he went viral again.
Wait, like
so
physically or like?
Oh, physically. This dude like fired off on him like 15 times. He was all leaking and shit. And
dude, like for real, like Wu-Tang shit, like fucking like all types of blood pouring out of him and shit in the streets and stuff, like fucking like hit him.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was talking. He was calling they were calling each other, bitch, and he's like, "Who you calling bitch? I'm calling you a bitch." And the one dude said, "I ain't no bitch," and just took off on him. And
oh shit!
And one of my homies sent me the video, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to the lab, upload another short of this kid.
Fucking right, dude. Ride that wave, bitch. Fuck yeah.
I got another comment. Oh, you're a dick rider. You and your co-host are fucking douchebags. This dude.
Yeah, I love how you're fucking guy who's like mad religious, super polite, fucking loves everybody. He's like peace and harmony, Ned Flanders type motherfucker. He's a dick rider. Really, that fucking guy?
Yeah. No,
that guy. This guy is projecting hard as shit. There's obviously something wrong with this motherfucker.
This dude called us, bozos, but he said so much that, a couple of my subscribers would comment under him like, "Bro, you're the dick rider. You commented 10 times on this video and this and that," but just saying stuff to where it's like, and I'm not one of those YouTubers. I'm not going back and arguing. I actually have a copy and pasted response. It's in my computer here. I call it the hater response, and I simply just, hey, thank you for your time and energy. Harris is Drinking Again goes live every Thursday night. I basically promote within the reply, but I at the same time the diss is, hey, thank you for your time and energy, motherfucker. And so I do this whole thing, and
yeah, really. Thanks for your input. That was really insightful, and bro.
Yeah, and I let them know, hey, we're here every Thursday night. We'll be back again. And but never heard back from the guy. He never replied.
Of course not. Fucking of course not.
But he left 10 fucking comments before that, and I'm just like,
dude, our
no matter how hard you try to be, like, there's always going to be people out there that don't like it.
But that was the thing is like our hater didn't leave one comment. Motherfucker left 2 comments on the same video. So just like, yeah, dude. Yeah, they're projecting. They're looking for their fucking 5 minutes of fame. And they're just like, motherfucker, let me tell you something. You're just like, oh, let me tell you about this, bro, right here.
All I know is I've got your attention now. And you probably watched the entire video.
Yeah, no shit. But dude, so here's the deal.
That was the Sternism.
So Harris, here's the deal. On the average, a Howard Stern listener would only listen to a show like an hour a day.
About an hour.
Yeah. The average Howard Stern hater would listen for 2 hours a day. So you're fucking. That's why I said when you get a hater, it's
You
just
can
like,
hate me
bro,
now, right?
You've obviously
Was that
done
not-
something correct. You push that button and you've gotten a visceral response. Good job. You're making the world a better place. Honestly, that's how. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I was stoked, man. Like I couldn't believe it. I'm like, holy fuck! I was really actually happy inside. And then
Fuck
like
yeah, bro. You should be.
that one particular clip that is like 16,000 and counting, and it has like 160 something likes, and I can't believe this shit. But and all the other comments, you know, because I guess I'm just such a small platform. You know, a few people still left some side remarks, but they were mostly geared towards this kid. He's just like the most hated kid in America. You know, he's 19 and he
It
just
wasn't like personally attacking you for releasing the
Yeah.
content. Yeah.
yeah, just that one main guy. A couple others, you know, like you know, they said something like, you know, now everybody thinks that they're Vlad or something like that. You know, now everybody thinks that they're some, you know, basically. And I just respond, you know, with my hater response. But then a couple of them, I said, absolutely. I said, this is the cloud chasing era. Like, and I'm going to try to get them back on, you know? So it's like, I just have a thing. I'll interview anybody, man. And I kind of want to be that guy who interviews the canceled people. I mean, I know it's impossible on YouTube but I want to be
Fuck
that
shit.
platform that,
Yes.
that interviews, you know, if you're hated, come to Harris's Drinking Again. Like, if no one else is giving you a voice, I'll give you a voice, motherfucker. I don't give a shit. I'll take the backlash or whatever. And
But bro, that's why I said you're kind of approaching it like an appropriate press component, where a true journalist is like, I'm impartial. Whether I agree or disagree with what this is, my job is to get the unedited information to you, and it's up to you to decide what the fuck you do with it. Bro, that's dope. Yeah, no, fucking pat yourself on the back on that shit and do, bro, that's fucking dope, man. Stick to that core. You will do good at what you're doing. That's why I said to you earlier, man.
Do
dude,
you.
Yeah, no, dude, literally do you. Be fucking proud of who you are. Stick to your core. It's not an if, it's a when it will happen. Because when it happens is when it's supposed to be. Because it's what's best for you as well as your listeners and everything else. Like,
Get the joy of it first. And
Dude,
just
yeah,
be
yeah.
you. I
If
mean,
there-
that's all you can do.
Yeah, if there's anything I've learned between him and I is like, dude, fuck trying to be this, that, and the other. It's like, you know what? If we stick to who we are, we're going to make the correct decisions.
It's kind of the logical decision too, because it takes less effort.
I mean, if you're doing it right, yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
I don't have to put on any airs. Like, I'm just here, like, chilling with my boy. Like, that's all we do. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
again, dude,
it's ancillary that we turn on a mic at all.
This is going to happen fucking regardless. If anything, if we weren't doing this, you and I would be playing more Mortal Kombat or fucking like learning some shit because we'd be fucking talking
I
deeper.
might be reading more. Yeah, which I haven't done in a while. So,
Thanks. You trying to tell me I'm making you dumber? Is that what this is?
no.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying this is. It's, you know, I'm
This
sorry. I
motherfucker,
didn't
you
mean to attack
so
you.
disrespectful. You project an ass.
I'm so bad with my time. That's, I'm just terrible. I'm a terrible task manager.
I mean, I can agree to that shit. I'll be honest. I mean, I love you too. I'm gonna be honest about it.
My organization is I'll just put this over here and I'll make a nice neat stack.
Dude, it's not a joke. It's not a fucking joke. This is how
how I
this
do it.
motherfucker cleans.
But it's in stacks, man. It's
But
nice.
this is, I know where that shit is. It's right fucking there.
It's
That's
in the
where that
stacks.
shit
It's-
is.
it's somewhere
Oh, you
over
need
there.
this? Yeah, it's right over there.
It's casting a shadow about 8 feet long right now. That's
Go find it yourself, mother.
Yo, pretty much. That's how we roll, bro. Yeah, no, because I mean, I was born in Spain, raised in Mexican barrio outside of Los Angeles, right? So I was raised very much with like mi casa, su casa, like my house is your house. And what most people don't get from that, they're just like, oh, that means you're being polite. No. Mi casa, su casa means the first time you come to my house, it's my house. Which means I'm gonna take care of you, whatever you need, wherever it's at. But here's the deal: next time you come to my house, this is your house, motherfucker. You know where that shit is. You can go to the goddamn cabinet. You can get it your goddamn self. I don't fucking need to be dealing with this shit. My house is your house.
Yo, man, you got a Coke?
That's
Do I look like a
That's-
Coke machine? It's in the fridge, man.
Size game.
you just said one of the things that I'm going to tell you, gentlemen. Usually, guests that I like and enjoy and we vibe with. I've only had a couple guests that whatever, we won't mention them. But I always end with I'm like, hey, Harris drinking again. Man. One time you're a guest. Hey, come back on. Second time your family, motherfucker. And so
Yes.
I do the same thing in this podcast world, man. I feel like if we have one good encounter, hey, come back on, man. Let's keep this going.
And that was great to hear about Scheffler.
What's that?
How he was excited that we had an effect.
No, dude. So bro, I don't. So here's the deal. You know who Larry Hankin is?
Larry.
Larry. Sorry.
Yeah. So Larry Hankin did our show a couple of weeks ago. I guess a week ago at this point. Yeah. Almost a week.
Yeah.
It was last fucking Thursday. So Larry apparently after every interview is like, whatever. He's just like, I don't fucking care. Apparently, like 2 days after doing our show, he called our PR guy just as like his normal check-in. He was just like, dude, he's like, those guys, I don't know how that was fun.
That's awesome to hear.
That was like his literal first time where he was on a show where he was just like, holy shit, like what the fuck, bro?
Sorry, I misspoke.
That was good shit. Dude, I want to fucking. Awesome. So, I mean, to me, that was a compliment. So we had Mark.
For anybody to say that, it's a compliment.
But we had Mark Scheffler on. Mark Scheffler is Wes Craven's Last House on the Left, as well as a comedian, writer. Yeah, 19. But he was also good friends with Larry Hankin. Got hit on by fucking Liberace.
Yes, that was awesome.
Back the fuck up because I'm not that funny.
That's props though. That's right? Liberace. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but so when he was on our show, we're all going back and forth, and he literally cuts us off, and he's like, I got to tell you guys, he's like, I could see this as like an FM morning show. He's like, I got to be honest with you. He's like, you guys fucking got it. But that's we've been for a year and a half building ourselves around a radio style structure. So of course we sound like fucking FM morning show, but it's that raw dynamic, just like you and fucking, brother Ray have and shit, where it's just like, you're putting out honesty. Whether I agree with this or not, dude, this needs to be fucking said,
Yeah. We just give that dynamic. It's really open and inviting podcasts. What I like about the live streams is, I play music and stuff on there. And I think that kind of breaks the ice as well. We got the beats going in the back and, people are just loose conversation. Once we get I like to promote, I like to interview. So like I'll, have you guys really go into your past, your life, your careers and everything. And it's like once we get that out of the way, now it's like, let's just get into some man talk, some bullshit talk, you know what I mean? And
see, for me, like I don't know why I'm offended by the word interview, but it just like for me, like I may have questions personally that I'm just curious about. Like, I see that brother's into poetry. Like, I want to delve into that. Like, okay, what's going on? Like, you trying to freestyle? Like, like, I want to get into the nitty gritty of stuff, and I want to talk about it. But like, none of this is scripted, and that's one of the things. Like, will never change. Like, this is original. This is unscripted. This is genuine. Like, it's us talking. It's
Yeah. Well, and for me, like interview, so I get what you're saying. I guess since I've, been working, with Steve and everything as well, I guess it's for like guests who actually have something to promote or other podcasters or actors or some musicians that I've interviewed on my own. I guess I reserve that term more for them because it's like, let's do an interview. Come on, promote your album, your music. But most weeks, if it's just me and Ray, or if I have like a friend call in, I don't consider that an interview. It's just like a basic.
That's the thing that I think we're missing, though. Like, I want to have a conversation with a musician about particle physics. Like I don't like. It doesn't have to be the standard. Like, it's two people talking, and like wherever it goes,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. And I actually ran into that recently with somebody that I tried to book, and they're like, I don't do live I put interview, but they're like, I don't do live interviews. And I was trying to,
afraid that you're going to back him into a corner, probably.
Well, I mean, yeah, that could be honestly, bro. Yo, that's the thing is, so you get in with these Hollywood types more times than not, you're getting that paparazzi who's just like, so I heard that you were, and it's just like, bro, why is it going to be about that? So there really is going to be a massive defensive on their part where it's just like, yeah, I don't do live, bro.
And for me, I don't want to know that kind of stuff. I want to know like day to day, like human stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's what I'm trying to, I guess, get across to other people, because with our format, just clicking the record and doing it live, it's I want to know all those things too, but I don't want to, like you said, no scripted, nothing. We're just going to come on. I'm going to ask you. I may or may not review who you are. There's a couple of guests where I did my research, and a couple of guests where I'm just like, I don't know much about you, but I'm here to learn.
Well, so we kind of take into, hey, just introduce yourself and however you want to play it. And actually, we leave people with the option of, hey, like if you want to, do your 30-second elevator pitch. And then if there's something you need to sell, you need to whatever, just sling that shit now. Let's get it.
Yeah, get that shit out of the way.
And then we'll do it again on the bumper at the end. Right. And I don't know. Like, I don't, one of my main things with this is like, I don't want to come into any conversation with any kind of preconception.
Notion. I was gonna say preconceived, but yeah, man. No, we don't. That's dude, fucking raw in the moment.
And if I ask a question that may be offensive, it's only because it was in the moment. It's not like,
yeah, I didn't pre-plan. But like, I know this is gonna fucking get them. Like, no, we don't give a shit about that. Yeah, which no, bro. So
I'd rather avoid it to have longer conversation.
Well, that was, but yeah, no, you said something about having the music and stuff, which me personally, so I have a music show on the same radio network that we pump out the main show on. I love that shit. I know some Midwest cats that are like mad underground. I can get you guys hooked up. I can get you some fucking guests and shit, bro. So I'm gonna start. Are you on Facebook or anything or?
Yeah.
Well, all right, cool. Yeah, when we get on the backside, I'll find out. You and I will get linked up on Facebook, because then I'll get you hooked up with all these cats. Dude, I got you fucking guest list of just fucking Midwest underground rappers. Not a fucking joke.
Man, that's I love to hear that, because I'm an underground. First of all, you say Midwest. I'm a Tech Nine fanatic all day.
Tech Nine? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I love me some fucking Tech Nine, bro.
Chris Calico, the whole crew.
Bro, I'm gonna stop you. So one of my dudes is, I'm sorry, I'm like gripping. Oh my god. So one of my guys literally just sent me 2 weeks ago a EDM remix. Like, he literally leaked this. He's a music producer working with Chris Calico, doing an EDM remix with him and a couple other cats. He leaked me one of the fucking songs. It was off the fucking charts, because I love Tech Nine. I love Strange Music. I love Chris Calico. Like, I love all them cats. Bro, I will get you this motherfucker. I got you, homie.
That'd be fucking dope, man. Yeah, I would love that. And I started off, interviewing like local rappers around my way. I used to rap, myself back in the day, and I got a couple of projects on Spotify, but I'm loving this podcast transition. And so I started with, some people that I used to rap with. I gave them their first interviews, and I'm definitely looking. We just had a Latin artist, Big Freeze, out of Tijuana, San Diego.
Yeah, I saw that cat.
Huge following on Instagram. He's got like 22,000 followers. He's doing big things, and but that's kind of where I feel comfortable as far as the, actors are cool, this and that, but I feel at home with music.
Yeah, I get that, bro. And that's what I was saying. When you started talking that kind of shit, I was just like, yo, it's like, yeah, bro, I got you the fucking hookup, dude. So yeah, when we get on break here in a hot minute, I'm gonna get your personal stuff. We're gonna flip flop that. I'm gonna get you fucking the hookup, bro. For real.
So I have one to go back to the interview,
Yeah. Go ahead.
For me, I like to throw the interview term around almost to like, tickle the jollies of certain people. Cause I've found, when
the fly ass honeys,
when I come to these certain artists and stuff, these rappers that they have hella music and all this, their platform. But I'm asking these people, like, have you ever done a podcast? No. Have you ever been interviewed? But when I say the word interview to certain rappers at the underground, it does.
It's like an ego trip.
But like, shit, 97.7 wants to interview me. Nah.
And so I was interested, like,
107.9 is not trying to fucking get at you, homie.
Right. Like, what's your take on, am I right on that, or is it, like, I kind of use it as
No, that do agreed.
Like,
but see, that
just
goes
to make them feel.
That goes to perception, bro. All right, so we had like I was telling you, we had this cat Mark Scheffler on, right? And he's talking about how he was basically a comedian, but he was telling all of the the women that he was a writer, because in where he was at in Cali, being the writer was like, yo, you got the hookup with the casting director, the actual direct, like every inch of the the product, because it's like you're the motherfucker that's making this shit happen. Like the writers are supposed to be the the big jam. So he's like hitting on all these chicks as a comedian, fronting as a writer. And this one dude just literally just at one point is just like, bro, if you actually stopped bullshitting about how you are a writer and actually did the writing that you're talking about.
Half the energy you put into getting pussy.
Dude, he's like, all of the pussy would just come to you at that point. He's like, so stop bullshitting. And it's just like, get to it. And it's just like, oh, shit.
So you say you're a writer? Be a writer.
Yeah, man. But that was the thing, though, was by leaning into being him, it's just like all the other shit just kind of comes to you. So, yeah, man, that was a fucking good ass story.
I think we've all got it in us. We've all got a story to tell. Dude, I mean, that's why I said, like, I don't care who I interview. Like, it don't matter to me. Like, I don't care who I interview. I hate that word, but I'm just saying, like, I don't care who I talk to. It doesn't matter. Like, it adds something to the mix. Like, we can have a conversation day and night, like, no problem.
Right.
But it adds a different element, and then a whole different.
Well, and that's the thing is like,
topic.
like interview, you kind of have, and this is between, Gemini and I, we've had this conversation where there's this one dude who's given an interview, and dude, he was like last minute thrown into this position because whoever was supposed to interview the actor was just like, hey, I can't make it, whatever.
It was an Ivy League college video for probably somebody's thesis, I'm sure.
No shit. Well, so this dude is literally like eyeballing his paper of questions. And, he's just like, so what was it like to, da-da-da-da-da. And then, the fucking individual answered. And then he just goes eyeballs right back to his paper. And it's just like, dude, there should be a give and take here. So that's why, like, where we get the, we agree with you. Like, dude, interview to some people certainly gives that perception where it's just like, oh shit, pop your collar. Like, yo, I got an interview on, no, I can't make it. I got an interview on Monday. Shit, I'd love to, but I got this interview I gotta do.
I want people to be excited about having a chat. Like, I'm gonna have a chat with these guys, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's our perception
excited
on it. But
yo,
yeah,
Mr. Gemini and Philly D are gonna have a chat with me. Like, it's not going to be grilling me for stuff. It's just going to be like, yo, man, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, again, but yeah, so I mean, I agree with you. You can definitely, and that's what I would call it, is playing to your audience. You know what I mean? You're still saying this, you're saying the truth. You're just using words that they would like, that they identify with. And they're just like, oh shit, yeah, I want to interview with you, bro.
Yeah, and I like calling it like a freestyle interview as well, especially like a lot of the artists can relate because like, people freestyle, and it's similar to what we're doing here. This is a freestyle interview. We just met and then we just go into the shit, and so it's kind of like
yeah, because if it's in conversation and you go, oh, that makes me think of something, let me ask you a question about it. It's different than like, oh, and if you, question number 2. Like,
Well, but that's the same thing as like if the three of us, if we actually just met up on a sidewalk, like we're just all sitting there waiting for the fucking light to turn to walk, dude, we'd be having these same conversations.
That's what it is.
And we're just recording it. Like,
yo, it's like you ever walk up to a bunch of dudes at a party, guys, girls, whatever, sitting there talking, and it's like it's some deep shit. And you just kind of sit there for a minute on the sidelines. That's what this show is all about. Like
being the fly on the wall.
Being the fly on the wall and enjoying this like really wild, like we said,
raw organic.
Peanut butter to Nazis in Argentina.
Dude, fuck yeah, bro. We can literally go from peanut butter to Nazis in Argentina. Like, I'm pretty sure that conversation fucking happened. Dude, I mean, it's all
If it
blurred at
didn't, it
this
will,
point, but I don't know.
Well, it already has in the multiverse.
Yeah, we
but-
should.
oh, yeah.
In the multiverse, yeah. With,
I guess we hit the bump there. So
anything, everywhere, and all things at once, or whatever the fuck. I love that movie. We
I have
can
to
talk
watch
about
it
that
again,
shit.
'cause-
Which, bro, yeah, no. When we after we take break, when we come back, we want to talk fucking DMT with you. Like, that's going to be a fucking dope conversation. Prepare yourself. Get your notes ready. No, we're gonna grill you. You better have no. I don't give a shit.
he's going to have like a cold sweat.
We're
when
going to
he
talk
comes back.
DMT and Operation Paperclip. All right, let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Is we got we got
Operation
JD over
Paperclip
here.
is-
She's gonna be able to hook us up.
That's like
She's
old
gonna,
shit, you know? Like,
maybe she'll start pulling up like DMT and Operation Paperclip, info, and just have that ready to go. That'll be dumb. But yeah, no, we gotta.
Because the DMT is going to take us. If you could pull up the LSD experiments that they did in the 1960s.
Oh, dude, fucking
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra, all that. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Ultra and all
bro.
that shit.
Fuck yeah, bro.
We can go
Oh,
there.
I'm
We
excited.
do Tesla. We do.
We don't do anything, but I love fucking Dave Chappelle so hard. Dude, we had I'll tell you the story later, but we gotta fucking go, bro.
Yeah, so this has been another awesome green room. Nice warm up. I'm going to enjoy the show tonight.
Oh, it's gonna be
definitely
ridiculous.
check in. Join the conversation at ity@directionsandmusic.org. That'll get all of us, or definitely hit us up individually at
Individually.
GEMINI@directionsandmusic.org.
Yeah, our Philly D PHI LLY at directionsandmusic.org. But yeah, as always, fam, be good to yourself, be good to everyone else.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.